That was so deep. Woo! You said a lot.
Ready to go?
Action. Hello. Welcome to What Do You Need to Start, episode 5 with our special guest.
Anne, hi.
Hello, Anne. So
Hi.
you are a Hope College student.
I am. I'm even wearing a Hope College hat. This is not sponsored.
You also were a TED Talk speaker.
Yes, I did TEDx last year. I did a short story talking about the transition to college, kind of the process of grief and what it's like to lose access to support systems, which is not something that most first-year students are prepared for, or even something that they are encouraged to think about. They're encouraged to think about all of the newness and the wonder and the excitement, and you get so caught up in what's new that you forget that there does need to be a period where you reconcile with the things that you're losing or the things that aren't as accessible to you. So that's what I did my TED Talk on.
I consider you a leader, but do you consider yourself a leader?
Absolutely. Right now I'm co-president of Women of Color United. Yay! This is my second year in a row doing co-presidency, and it's been such a blessing to be in community with the women of color on campus, to be a consistent advocate.
When you hear, what do you need to start, what does that make you think of?
So when I think about the prompt, what do you need to start? To me, I'm thinking of what's my next best step. And maybe that's getting out of bed in the morning. The biggest thing that is beneficial for me when I think about my next best step is it helps my really rapidly overthinking brain. Right? To be able to sit back with myself and say, I am just one person. I can handle what is in front of me. And I know that that is true.
So based upon your first reaction to what do you need to start, how has that played a role in your college career?
I've had a super unorthodox time in undergrad. I mean, I'm a transfer student. I changed my major 3 times, which I actually found out via a tour guide that the average Hope College student changes their major 3 times. So that made me feel better. That made me feel better.
No, guilty.
Yeah, right.
I popped around for sure.
But I also think that you should, because like, aren't we supposed to like grow and change and evolve? And as we get more information about what the future can hold, like, aren't we supposed to lean into that? Anyway, so yeah, my college career has been super unorthodox, and the only way that I really am getting through it is by adopting that mindset of like, what's my next thing? And most of the time in my college career, I'm still walking forward even though I don't know what direction I'm going in. And that's fine. And that's totally fine. It's not something we're encouraged to do. It's actually something we're really actively encouraged not to do. They're like, you don't know where you're going, then why would you walk? I'm like, well, because I was given 2 feet.
No, literally, it's like, when you're lost and confused, they're like, you need to figure it out. But then when you're committed to something, they're like, are you sure? And it's like,
right,
can we, like, can I win?
And that just, like, plants the seed of distrust in your decision-making process. When really, like, you, Kanaya, or you, the viewer, you are the expert. You are the most qualified individual to make decisions for your story.
Ooh.
Most qualified. 100%. So yeah, I wish that people felt that more, and I wish that we were more encouraged to really step into our power in that way.
This was a perfect segue into my next question, which would be, if you had any advice for someone within their youth considering leadership, what would you tell them?
Take the risk. Take the risk and know that you can handle it. And know that you are so equipped. You're so much more equipped and so much more qualified than you know. Leadership can look like so many different things, and leaders can be so many different people. There's definitely like a stereotype that to be a leader you have to be an extrovert, but I don't even think that's true.
Okay.
I really don't. I really don't. I've learned so much more from my introvert friends about the art of listening and about what it means to be present. And that's leadership. They're leading me and they're guiding me into a flavor of life that I'm not familiar with. That's what leadership is. And anybody can do that.
In general, any tips, nicks, tricks, or advice for anyone in leadership?
Know your worth. Take your best next step. I think I'm going to add, set your boundaries. we, especially as a private institution, especially as people raised in a religious context, are very, very conditioned to give. And we know that giving is good, but you can't give more than you got. It's a beautiful burden. It is such a blessing to be able to serve a community in this way, but also you really, really do need to try your best to care for yourself. And I don't mean do that alone either. So many people think self-care has to be an isolating task.
Right.
I think that's bullshit. Oh, sorry. I think that's bleep.
Express yourself, queen.
But I think that's bullshit. I really, really do. And I think that's also such a colonialist mindset. Ooh. The fact that we need to do everything as an individual. Everything has to be like, you have to fix yourself, and you have to do this 10-step skincare routine, and you have to get buff in this way, and you have to blah, 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 whatever. No. In the same way that you are serving the community is supposed to be serving you. It's not but it's not a transaction, it's a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And in that relationship, you are supposed to like gain and gather fulfillment to fill you back up so that you can pour back out. Like that is the relationship that we're supposed to be having with our communities. But what ends up happening is that you just get so caught in the semantics of the things to do that you forget the how to be. And the how to be is the most important part. That's the healing part. That's the community that fills you up. That's the people that you lean on when you're not at 100%. Because you can't be at 100% all the time. Honestly, today I'm at like 40. I still showed up though.
Yes, she did.
I still showed up. I'm at 40 and I still showed up and I'm still doing the thing and I'm talking about what I'm passionate about, and I do have a hummus stain on my shirt, but we're rocking with it. That's okay. Like you can show up at 40% and people will A, still take you seriously, and B, still value you. And if they don't, that means that they were never interested in valuing what you have to say in the beginning. Yeah, I thought we were Let's talk about
mic drop
too.
Yes. Wow, I got some journaling to do tonight. So thank you so much, Anne. And if you guys didn't know, this is also the final episode of season 1 of What Do You Need to Start? Please stay tuned for season 2. Thank you so much for watching, and that's a wrap.
Bye. Cut.